Hello everyone, this is King Jakes. Today we're going to be reacting to a wagey life. We're going to be reacting to a, how do I say this, because YouTube is quite sensitive. A BP channel, we'll call it that, Black Pill. I think that will fly on YouTube. I can't say the other one, the I word. So if you know what it is, hey. But yeah, I'll just be interesting to see what he's got to say. And yeah, let's begin. All right. Yeah, it makes me laugh. Rehab makes me laugh, man. There's some of the stuff he comes out with, and he basically talks about like the dating scene, what it's like for young men, if you're like average or if you're below average, sub 5, and what it's like for you, and also the difference what it's like for Chads and things like that. That Chad is basically people that are super attractive. So yeah. Or they're like rich and famous and that. So yeah. Alright, let's begin.
On today, you know what I mean? Just get into the groove, just get into the vibe. Have you warmed up?
Today I will talk about a supporter's request, and this was actually a topic I have been wanting to make a video on for a while. Work life, especially if you are a subpar looking man. The difficulties, the hurdles we face at work. What are the best career fields for subpar looking men today? Like I always say, this ain't only about dating life or personal relationships. It never was. This supporter's email reads, I am a mechanical engineer, and this month marks 1 year of work experience. Baya, it has been so brutal for me. I am thinking of going to the gym and muscle maxing, lose my glasses and start wearing contacts. I experience so much BP. I have stories to tell. Bro, how do you do it, Baya? I can't imagine staying in the workforce like this 10 years. I always imagine winning the lottery, quitting my job and traveling the world. Yo, that is brutal, man. I hear you.
Dude. Wait, he's a mechanical engineer, so wouldn't he be on site fixing stuff? I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, life's hard, man. BP is real. Let me tell you, it's hard, man. Like I've seen the difference because like when I worked in security, like I've seen the difference like with some of the security guards that come in and people talk to you. And then I seen like one of the, I think he was a manager or something. He was like a really good guy, really good looking guy. And like the reception he got was like completely different from everyone else. You know what I mean? It was like because he was attractive. You know what I mean? So yeah, BP's real, man. Let me tell you. Anyway, let's carry on.
And I can relate. I really can. The first year is always the worst too. Fresh out of college, you are not used to that lifestyle. You dread getting up in the mornings. You go to the office and count hours till you are off. And the worst thing is, when you are done with work and go back home, you don't really have much energy or time to do anything else that is productive. That is the...
Hey! That's the video I just watched. I just reacted to that. It's true though, man. When you're a wagey dude, like doing a job like, or even just a normal job, you feel so drained, man. It's like, bro, there's nothing else to do. What are you gonna do? Watch Netflix. That's it. What else are you gonna do? You can't do anything. You're too tired.
Demanding. A brutal feeling sinks in. It hits you that is your life now. The only thing you can do after that, after a long day at work.
I remember, what was the first job I had? First job I had was in construction. Dude, that feeling hit me, dude, when I was like, wait, you're telling me I gotta do this for the rest of my life? Dude, no way. I was like, dude, bun that, dude, no way. I really like saying that slang word, bun that. But yeah, just nah, man. I was super depressed. I remember I worked there for 2 weeks. I came back, dude, and I felt like crying, dude. I was like, you telling me I gotta be a labourer for the rest of my life? I was like, nah, man, please don't do that to me. But luckily I got a job in security like 6 months later. But yeah, I think I worked there for 2 years and a half. But yeah, nah, man. The construction, for me, not saying it will be like that for you, because I know people that have worked in construction and they were really good at it and they had a really good time. I did have good times there as well. It wasn't all negative, but as an overall package, it was like, it was brutal, man. I hated it. The only job I hated more than that, working in construction, was retail. I'm gonna cuss now. I don't normally cuss. I fucking hated working at Tesco's. I hated that shit. I hated it, dude. I hated it. The managers were rude to me. The staff were rude to me. The customers were rude to me. I hated it, man. So yeah, I don't normally swear, but I had to get it out, you know. I hated it, dude. Hated it. I don't know how people do it. It's the most soul-crushing job I've ever had, dude. Hated working at Tesco's, man. Could not stand it. Anyway, I'm sorry, I've gone off on a rant, but dude, you gotta be careful with the job you can do, because look, everyone can find something they can do. It's like we all have different abilities. So you need to find something you're good at, or something that's tailored to you, and go work in that field. For me, that was security. Hell, if I had to go back to work, I'd most likely do a driving job, because I really like cars. I like driving. I like delivering stuff. So I'd be a delivery man, driving a van, or I'd be a truck driver. I want to be a truck driver. I find it's really cool, and you get lots of pay. You work alone. It's good stuff. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I had to go on a rant there. Sorry for cussing as well. Sorry, I don't normally cuss, but man, you know what's funny as well with Tesco? Yeah, they own the union that works for them. They own it. So if you join the union, they own the union. It's part of Tesco's. Normally when you join the union, it's separate, because they'll like advocate for you, they'll fight for your rights and stuff. Not for Tesco. They own the union. It's a con. You're literally just giving money to Tesco's. Nah, man. It's just, nah. Don't get me wrong, I like shopping at Tesco's, because I got one local to me and I go there all the time. But I definitely would not work there again. No way. No way, dude. Not even as a security guard. I'll tell you why. Because the amount of crackheads I see go in there and they rob the shop and you can't do anything. I don't know if that's Tesco's fault per se. It could be the company, security company, like the rules and also the rule of law. Because you don't have a lot of powers as a security guard in England. You just don't. So there isn't a lot you can do. You just act as a deterrent. But it's like, if people know you're not going to do anything, they're just going to rob the shop. So it kind of sucks. You shouldn't steal anyway. It's wrong. But yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I just went on a whole rant. I just had to get that off my chest. Alright, let's carry on.
Is either going out for dinner, treat yourself outside, or just watching something, because you are already mentally drained. I can't imagine how you can do anything else that is productive, that is demanding, and have a personal life as well. A family, I mean. It is beyond me, man. I mean, I can still make videos during the weekends, and sometimes in the evenings after work, if I am motivated and butt-hurt enough. But then again, I am a loner. If you have a family as well, on top of work, gone. The whole day is gone. It is over with. It is beyond me, man, how some people have so much life energy in them. You are done with work, you make dinner and stuff, and it is already 8 o'clock, and you are already checked out mentally. It is just much easier just to chill and watch something, play a video game. Cubicle life sucks the life out of you.
I wouldn't know about that, because I've never worked in an office. I've worked on a construction site, which they named after me, funnily enough. They called it Jacob's House. That was funny. We had a good laugh about that. I've worked at Tesco's locally, at 3 different Tesco's. I've never worked at a big one, though. I've only worked at the small stores, but yeah, it wasn't for me. Hated it. And I've worked at a university accommodation, and I've worked in a warehouse. And I've done odd jobs, like bits and pieces here and there, got a little bit of money and that. But yeah, man, yeah. It's true though, you just don't have any energy. That's why Netflix gets so much money, because people are just like, they come home and they're exhausted. It's like, what do you do? Something has to change, man.
Slowly but surely. And that is how you transition to autopilot mode. This is a dreadful topic for many of you who are still in college, but this is going to be your life before you.
Yeah, you see, the thing I wish I did is I actually wish I went into work sooner rather than later. I wish as soon as I left secondary school, I wish I went into work, got the experience, then went straight into security. And then I wish I got a driver's license and then got a driving job. I would have loved it. I know I would have. So, I don't know, maybe that's something I can do in the future. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see, because the government are doing crazy things at the moment with like benefits, neat bucks. Like they might take away half my money. So I already struggle as it is. So I don't struggle, but you know, I need to learn how to budget better. But I get more than enough to live on. That's true. That's like it. But if I lose half of it, it's like, bro, that's like a big hit. So yeah. Anyway, let's carry on.
You know it. Life doesn't really change that much after high school. And what I mean by that is
Hey,
how
the Bible.
people operate
Let's go, dude.
doesn't really change.
Hey, let's read it. For whoever has, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whoever has not, for him shall be taken away, even that he has. It's true though. Yeah, look at this. J Gold, Greensboro Chad, Fund. I'm not going to say the rest of that. Fund or something. J Chad, quarterback for Greensboro College. After graduating, he started an online company and became a millionaire in less than 3 years. Dude, some people just get it all in this life, man. Let me tell you. Some people are so blessed. I'm telling you. They really are. And others are just, yeah, we have to grind it out. It's like living on nightmare mode, dude. Or veteran, Call of Duty. The difficulty, it's like living on nightmare mode for some of us, man. Let me tell you. Not for me. I'm cool at the moment. I'm on, like, I don't know, hardened. Like, yeah, some days are hard, but other days are pretty easy. Today's a good day for me. So, yeah. But anyway. It's true, though.
Change that much. Maybe people are more self-conscious of how they are seen and judged by other people. Maybe they won't be as crude as they were in high school. Maybe have more manners outside. But what happens in high school just happens in college and then work life as well.
Yeah, again, that's true. Let me tell you, some people are more grumpy in work. More grumpy, dude. They're terrible. In secondary school, I feel like there's more of a like break on it. People are not as grumpy or rude. But I'm telling you, when you get into work life, for everyone who watches my channel, if you're still in college or, I don't know, even lower than that, let me tell you, you're very lucky if you get a boss that's not rude to you. Let me tell you. And it's very rare. Let me tell you. Or colleagues for that matter. Let me tell you. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Just in more of a subtle way, in a different blanket. Life is one big high school, really. That popularity contest, you all know from high school, will keep happening in work life as well. Instead of a classroom, you will be in an office. That is the difference. You start working for the popular kids who are younger than you, but they got promoted faster. You work harder and longer, but they are the ones getting promotions, better titles at better companies. And then on top of that, what I have just mentioned pretty much applies to even normies. Forget about sub 5, even normies suffer from that. But when you are sub 5, that cubicle life and office politics become even more draining for you. There is an additional looks aspect in play. If you are not at least normie in looks, you are gonna be that guy, that balding John from Faces example. You are that guy, singled out. They would be calling you creepy behind your back if you are too happy or too talkative. Or God forbid, if you are confident. You are basically the John from Faces story. Whatever I have said.
I disagree with the bald thing, but if people are rude, then yeah, they're just gonna refer to you as, you know, as that. I've been cussed like on my hairline and that. I've had it since secondary school because my hairline started receding when I was 14. So, but people make banter. But I gave it back though. So, but yeah, but people they like to chat shit sometimes. So yeah, I just think if they're rude and ignorant, then they'll say something. But yeah, for me, it doesn't really bother me that much.
About cubicle life sucking the life energy out of you might go even for normies, but when you are sub 5 in looks, it is 100 times worse. You don't even get to be happy and confident without getting labeled creepy. People are gonna think you are just acting. Try hard.
What's the difference between a creep and a not creep?
Yeah, the creep is not attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even though the guy could be doing the exact same behavior.
Yes. And it would be, yeah, wholeheartedly acceptable if she was attracted to him.
A good anecdote on this from one of us. There is
True. Hypocrisy. True.
this new guy at my job. Ugly as f***, receded chin, big nose, jacked up teeth. He's been there about a week and a half now. Today at work, he wasn't there today. One of the girls said, I hope I don't have to work that many shifts with new ugly guy. I asked why. She said he's really creepy. I wanted to ask, why is he creepy? But I already knew she would make something up. The guy isn't awkward in the sense that his behavior would be seen as confident if he were attractive. He's always smiling and cracking jokes, extroverted, talkative. That is why the girls hate him. It is not just her. The other girls are visibly uncomfortable around him. Women hate extroverted, talkative, ugly guys. If you are ugly, keep your head down, especially when women are around. Don't do anything to attract attention to yourself. You know, this is spot on, man. Happens more than you think. You will make a joke. You will jokingly say you didn't like the Barbie movie and she will call the human resources. And then the police. And boom, that night, cops show up at your door. And you are going to the prison for the rest of your life. And guys, the reason I don't have that many stories like this to tell you is because women aren't honest with me like that when I am around. The chat lights and chats among you or female viewers can confirm what I am talking about. I am sure many of you, the females among you, or chat lights and chats, have witnessed this. Some of the stuff that is being said for ugly guys behind closed doors. As a sub 5 male, you get desensitized. You have no other option, man. You have to. You get used to being underappreciated and underrated. But like, what else are you gonna do? Quit it and work at McDonald's or apply for Neatbox? I know Hamza, Tate and others say, oh, don't go to traditional schools, bro. Instead, pay for my course. Grind copywriting, drop shipping. Guys, I am not against side hustles like that. And in the short term, they can be good ways to make quick money, right? Hell, I know some community members doing betting, arbitrage betting online. Some do day trades. Some do, other stuff. Look, if you make good enough money online, more power to you. But I still think in the long term, foremost, getting a job, getting an education, getting some sort of vocational training pays off better. At rate, after enough experience and saving, you can start working for yourself. You can start your own business. Recently, I have heard from a couple different people about truck driving. I heard it pays okay too.
Yo, that's my dream job, dude. I would love to be a trucker, dude. I'd love it. Get to drive a truck, get to have a microwave in the cab, have a burger, have a coffee, have some Red Bull. That's a sick job, man. I'd love it. Just the open road, get to travel, get to deliver stuff. Oh, you get to drive a big awesome truck. Oh, that's sick, man. That's awesome. But yeah, definitely if you're like more antisocial, or you don't want to deal with people as much per se, because nearly every job you got to deal with people at some point, right? But definitely, yeah, be a trucker, man. Definitely.
I don't know how hard it is to get into truck driving. Maybe it is harder than many of you expect, but it does sound...
Yeah, it's not easy. I've looked at it. I've researched it. It's not easy. It costs money too. It costs a couple of $1,000 to do it.
Like a good sub 5 male friendly job. You and the road. Basically, I would recommend any career field where you won't have to deal with people too much, only at minimum level. Again, guys, no job is perfect. Every job has its difficulties. It won't be like playing American Truck Simulator.
That's true.
But at least you won't have to deal with people. Unless you're a hot girl, you will have to deal with some repetitive and boring stuff no matter what you do. But despite everything, I think that kind of job is better than rotting in a cubicle. Obviously, not everybody can be a high-up IT guy, or graduate from Ivy League med school, or become a little entrepreneur, right? You gotta be realistic in life. Self-improvement gurus are gonna tell you, oh, you can do anything you want in life. No. Bro, not everybody can be a high-income developer or a doctor. You gotta measure the return on investment. Being a developer, programming, it is a quite open-ended word. But if you wanna be one of the high-income earners without launching your own projects and making money off of them, which is whole another challenge, it isn't easy. That is gonna be hard, man, getting into those companies. And if you don't have the looks, it is...
Yeah, it's true, man. Not everyone can be a doctor, dude. I'm sorry, but not everyone can be like an entrepreneur. They just can't, dude. I'm not saying, look, listen, you want to earn your money, do your hustle, you want to work hard. I'm not against hard work. By all means, go ahead, smash it out. But you got to be realistic. You got to be tactical. You got to think about what you're doing.
It's even harder. Oh, become a little entrepreneur. Oh, become a programmer. Sure, if you can be a
I got a 25-cent raise this year, which absolutely is not keeping pace with inflation. And then I get to walk into work and see the owner's new toy. Dude, I've been telling you, do not be a wagey, dude. No, dude. Dude, that's brutal, man. That was that dude's bonus, man. His Christmas bonus and all that. He spent it on a Ferrari, dude. Oh, dude. I would be pissed if that was me. I would be pissed. What do you mean? I'm working my ass off and the dude buys a Ferrari. Ah, oy vey.
Programmer and run a remote business at home. That is probably one of the best occupations for an introverted sub 5 man. But not everyone can do that. I get this question a lot. Career questions. What is the best job for sub 5s? I really don't have a silver bullet answer to that. It really comes down to the individual, really. A good option for one might not be feasible for you. Not everyone can be a developer. And not everybody can be a truck driver. Out of those code monkeys I have to work with wouldn't even last one day driving a truck or working a manual labor job, right? Side hustles, sure, it can bring you some revenue, but at some point don't be so scared of getting into labor jobs, trades, truck driving, whatever. Not everybody can be a YouTuber. Like
I know I said earlier I wasn't good at construction and I didn't like retail too much, but having a trade is really good because it gives you security. You can earn decent money. You can teach others. You can work for yourself, be self-employed. So yeah, it's really good. Get a trade, man. If you're working class like me, well, I don't work, but if you're like me, get a trade, man. Get a trade.
Like Hamza, swindling teenagers. And even him, guys, understand this, alright? He was showing his YouTube dashboard screen in one of his videos, and it was something like 15k a month he was making from YouTube.
Dude,
and
he
this
earns
doesn't
bank.
include his main income, which is making money from 13 years old, 14 years old. But when you consider his over 2 million subs, he posts out of content and gets out of views too. Like there are a lot of people out there who have 1 million, 2 million subscribers, but they are not getting the views. Not only he has the subscribers, but he actually gets good views on his videos as well. I was really surprised to see he's only making 15k a month. That is nothing, man, considering the fact that you have to be top 1% of YouTubers to make that.
Yeah, I know I do YouTube and that, but I'm realistic. I know I'm not going to be a massive YouTuber. But, yeah, dude, like, not everyone can do what he does. Let's put it that way. Hamza is an extreme outlier, yeah, he is. Anyway.
Come on, man. There are so many guys out there with 500k subs, with 1 million subs, but doesn't get any views. And Hamza posts very often too. It is not like he's making 15k a month by uploading only once a month. Despite that, only 15k. It is nothing, dude. It is nothing. When you consider that, you gotta be top 1% of top 1% to make that. It is really nothing. If you go to any professional field, you don't need to be top 1% of top 1% to make 10k a month. It is much more doable in real life by working a real job. I get that kind of questions a lot too. Or should I be a YouTuber? Cause kids go watch Hamza and he's making it sound like being a YouTuber is the best and easiest way to become rich. Bro, it is not true at all. Or make 10k a month by learning something and teaching it on YouTube. Bro, those kids will never make 10k a month off of YouTube. They won't even make 1,000 a month, no matter how much they grind. All of those kids are too concerned with getting rich and getting rich quick. Ever since Andrew Tate going viral, this has been increasing.
True. Everyone's turning into a money grabber, dude. True. It's not all about money, dude. There's other things in life, dude. You got spiritual stuff. You got your health. You got your family. You got your friends. Things like that as well. It's not all about money, man. What I hate about this culture, man, it's just, money. It's not all about money, man. I know people that are rich and they're dickheads. It doesn't matter. Get enough to live on, yeah, get a little bit extra, yeah, that helps. But it's not all about money, man. I'm telling you, it's not. just, I don't know why people are so obsessed with it. I don't get it, man. Money makes life easier, don't get me wrong. But it's not everything. It's not. It's not. Look at the amount of rich people that have mental breakdowns. They crash and burn. They buy all these things. They become drug addicts. Dude, there's countless stories. Just look at Hollywood, dude. Look at them, dude. They're degenerates. Look at them, dude.
And immediately
not all
others
of them,
wanted
but
in
a lot of them.
Hamza and others. Money maxing. Of course everybody wants it. And that's another thing, guys. Of course, career maxing, money maxing is legit. But at the end of the day, your physical appearance plays a snowball effect in that aspect as well. If you are good looking, you grow up with positive affirmations, which makes you confident. You get to show your talent. You are not timid and shy. And if you are not good looking, you might not even capitalize on whatever talent you might have. It is brutal how everything is connected to each other. Everything is interrelated, and all roads lead to luck and good genes. But I will talk to you in the next one.
Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one. That was a good one. There was lots of solid advice there, I feel, anyway. You could disagree. You could feel like I'm wrong, but I felt like he gave lots of good advice, man. Alright, guys. If you liked the video, that was my reaction to Wagey Life by Rehab Room. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.